Football comes to an end for the Pac-12 in a fitting spot. Look at the turnout and the enthusiasm for Oregon football at Autzen Stadium on a glorious Saturday. It is the Oregon Ducks 2013 spring football game.
Been here, he recruited me here as an offensive lineman. Shows you how long they've been around.
And one of the real veteran coaches in this conference stays on board. That's Nick Aliotti to run the Ducks defense. Done it a long time, done it well.
Kansas State ran him off the field. So much speed.
Won the job, very poised, and I thought that was a great part of Mark Helfrich's assessment, as you see there, what Mariota did extremely well last year.
And he was out of half of his game. He had to step off the field for half the games. Marcus, he will be in that conversation this year, or better be.
Quickly, Oregon, and this is going to be the operative word once again, is quickly. And now Mariota stretching a play out that finally takes him to the sideline and out of bounds. I was here. He was on the staff, has been here for a few years' time now, and got promoted to the OC job. The expectation was not a ton. And Oregon runs the ball into the end zone. Already crossing the plane before the ball popped free was Byron Marshall. Jake Rodriguez going to get these snaps for the Ducks. Two men will battle for this job that redshirted last year, both from Northern California.
That was a great job of defense. Your defense, Oregon's defense, capitalizes turnovers, things of that nature. So they feed one another.
And of course they have to replace.
A ton of speed out there. Now, as we said though, they're stockpiling talent. So they're doing it on defense, not just offense.
There's Liarla. Oh, Oregon last year rolled up such huge numbers. That throw. Man. How about that to Josh Huff?
Well, great job setting his feet. Eyes get there. He puts it over the backer into that little window. Dangerous to talk with him. He had called some games when I played, and we sat for a bit and talked. And he is, as you said, a proud Duck. And now, as you said, with Oregon State winning the back-to-back championships, Oregon highly rated this year, highly ranked team.
Byron Marshall continues out there as the running back.
Times an SEC school will step out of their footprint.
And there's a throw by Mariota starting it to Josh Huff.
Mariota showing really nice touch on this ball. He reads that backside safety, tosses right over the top to Huff.
Just mentioned, so definitely had some mentors along the way for sure.
And that ball got in there. Jake Rodriguez with the throw to Braylon Addison. And there's a nice throw off the play action.
That allowed track guys just get better because they're just doing it more often. They're gaining more confidence.
And that'll be out of bounds just shy of the pylon. That happened throughout football history. We'll have to wait until the next possession to get into that as Thompson scores the touchdown. So Jake Rodriguez able to engineer a scoring drive. And Jeff Lockie here for the Oregon offense.
You're absolutely right. What they can do to time of possession, what they do to field position and total yards, they're not going to be great.
Even so, it's pretty dramatic when you see how much they're actually playing on the defensive side of the ball.
Lochte shows his feet a little bit there. If you're a coach, what do you really like? Get after him a little bit. See what they can do.
Ooh, and there's a little pressure on that finally gets to Rodriguez. It's DeForest Buckner.
Get behind the defense.
Oh, there you go. That little keeper work for Rodriguez.
Nice job using his hands. All right, he's got 3 Pac-12 quarterbacks
Yep.
on his roster with Dixon and passing against him. So, you know, he understands. Chip Kelly understands. This guy's got talent. I want him on my side.
All right, nice throw there by Rodriguez and an Oregon touchdown. Junior from Los Angeles.
Now, defensively, Bronson Yim here comes up and makes that hit. He's got to wrap up. It's a small thing. It's fundamentals in college. Wrap up. Great throw, great catch.
Clock time remaining in the first half of this spring game. Eric Dungey just caught that tipped ball.
That's a great tackle out there. Tell you what, Dior Mathis.
5'9" Mathis, 175 out of Detroit. And Lockie keeps, runs that ball down near the first down stick at the.
And the fact that when you have a coaching change, a lot of times there's a hesitancy from ex-players to return. And these guys all come back now.
Well, that timeout worked, huh?
Lockie stepped up nicely. Safety had bit underneath route with that little cross out. Out to see where things could become and how does he use his timeouts in these situations. So this is good work for them. Good work for the head coaches to get themselves ready.
Okay. A little bit of the spring game there. The defense. All right, here's a 48-yard try by Alejandro Maldonado, and he nails it.
Very good job. Efficient by him.
Maldonado lifting a high kickoff that's run back only about 8 yards, covered nicely by the Ducks.
And it's a great chance. I know for me, I love it because it's a chance to get back and reestablish ties with the university and these players. And then, of course, it's great for the fans.
The bad, you know, of a busted play might not necessarily be, you know, a huge. Got Farrell Brown out there having a good spring, but you know, but the individual efforts are the things you try to focus on. Of you know, how much better is Farrell Brown or Braylon Addison or Joe Walker's doing a nice job running around on defense, and so the 1D was a little bitter that they only got a few plays, but that's a good problem. 3 and outs are good.
But Marcus, it seems as though he's got such a different command now on in the field. Is that accurate?
I think that's accurate. I think, you know, last year his mentality was to, you know, win the job more so than kind of perfecting his craft. But he's really done a good job of focusing on himself, as you know, in terms of, like we were talking about before, of getting better. And then secondly, we got a turnover, Isaac Gava, another Hawaiian. You know, of just becoming a more assertive leader.
Play-by-play future, that was perfect. Picked up that interception right in stride. And I will say one thing. This is Rodriguez continuing in oh no, I'm sorry, that's Lockie quarterbacking on this series. In the Oregon scheme, of course, we know Kyle Long is moved on.
Well, their O-line, 3 guys back.
All right, so that's a little offensive line. We'll get back to that one.
We could go on all day about
Well, I
O-line.
know we could. And we might, as Eric Dungey makes a nice catch.
We've had a great spring. We're just trying to find some guys. We got some prominent ones that we know can play.
Description, you mentioned Glenn. He's from Eugene, South Eugene High. So, you know, he's got a lot of folks here watching today as Rodriguez has done a nice job with his feet here.
This play.
I start the final 10 minutes of spring ball. It's very common in baseball to see great curveball pitchers have that. That was a nice reaction. The entire sideline exploded when Chance Allen caught that ball.
They did. They all came running down.
Well, a terrific showcase for the Pac-12 to end spring football, the final of the 12 schools playing here at Eugene.